Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with, of course, another Paladins video. Hope you're all doing well. We're playing some Lian today around Precision. I did an Eminence video not that long ago. I'll do Alacrity sometime after, because I'm hoping it will get maybe tweaked a tiny bit, but Precision is definitely her most popular talent though, and you know, for a pretty decent reason. Even though the build doesn't really change, it seems to be the strongest in a lot of scenarios for a lot of people. Even though, like I said in that video, it is probably my least favorite just because of how it tends to play. I don't dislike it, I just prefer the playstyle of Eminence and Alacrity because it's sort of what my brain attributes to the end, and it makes it a little bit less unique, even though again, yeah, it is really good. And I wish there was kind of a specific build for it. There's obviously a lot of stuff you can do for your preference, and I've got 3 different variants of it, but showed you those and went a little bit more in depth in the other video. Not really too much to go about here. Let's just jump into game 1, run some Precision, and yeah, maybe my thoughts will change over a couple matches because I haven't played it in forever. Alright, so for game 1, Siege Frogal, Eevee, Barrack, Ceres, and Ash. I'm not sure which of the skins for Lian have issues and which ones don't, so I just picked sort of a random combination. But we're up against Damber, another Makoa, or another Ash, I mean, Makoa, Lian, and Sky. This is weirdly similar for Siege Frogal. Precision, and then yeah, we'll go for the health setup, which I think makes the most sense. The reset I think does trigger on shields, which are going to be probably quite annoying. I should probably go for Wrecker, actually. Feels like a weird thing to start with, but I think I'm going to need it. And then Life Rip, she's going for Eminence, Half Shell, Spirits Chosen, Slugshot, Smoke, and Dagger, Wormhole, Forsake, Slugshot, and Fortify. I'm not sure really what to expect with this. We'll throw that over, actually hit the Lian there. We'll do a little bit of an F-slide across. Don't really know what else I should really try and do other than hit the tanks and hit the shields. It's kind of my job, and miss the Q, which is kind of a pain, but probably just going to be one team fight because it's Frogal. We'll get another Q over there on the Lian. We hit the Sky too, lucky timing. The F didn't hit somehow, but I do feel like Precision here is actually the best choice. It's really weird seeing like Eminence hit for 800 when I'm so used to hitting for more, but yeah, 600 headshots on Makoa, and that's like with like 1 stack. But hitting big damage here on the tanks is for sure the play, and I don't know why I'm just so inaccurate in this one. Hello Ash, there's some taps, we've got the ultimate, there's a Damber ult, see if we can get rid of the Makoa. He's like 1 hit, Ash, and he finished me off. Are we alright? Ceres heal, we're fine. I feel like I haven't played Lian on this map in forever. I feel like I'm playing really weird. Ash is pushing up, going for an ultimate. Want to make sure I didn't get stunned by that. Movement was kind of ass. Sky ult, I think we're fine. Yeah, she's still honest kind of. There's a Q, go for the ultimate and hit her. Should be free. Nice. I'm kind of locked in here. I need to actually make sure I'm playing semi-decently. I'm trying to make a video after all. Hello Ash. She's gone. Yeah, we're kind of making it work. The fights get stalled a little bit, but when we actually play like a team though, and Ash just knocked off the Sky there, I feel like our damage is pretty damn good, and yeah, it all kind of comes together and works out, but definitely should be focusing the tanks, and not the squishies though, because I feel like that's kind of my job here. We've got an Ash, we've got a Barrack who can kind of pressure him a little bit. Eevee's on him too. I can try and combo with the team, but generally, I should probably be firing into the Ash and the Makoa, unless they're sort of free, is what I mean. This is so cooked. We'll go for more Wrecker. Do I go for more Wrecker? I don't really know if I need it. It would be kind of nice, but I feel like I'm better off trying to be a little bit more spammy with Chronos and armor plating, so I guess we go for those two. That feels weird. Overall, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm just really out of place. Trying to focus the tanks is kind of my job here, because I think our damage output, because we've got Precision, is probably a little bit better. I got healed from the Ceres there, but we had caught on us. I think I'm dead. That Sky's on nothing. Precision is putting in work. I feel like I should have died a ton of times already in this one. I'm playing very, very awkwardly, but yeah, there goes the Damber. The damage is definitely adding up. I'm noticing it way more than I thought I would. And I can totally see why people really do like it, because in matches like this, you don't want the Q and you don't want the F to hit all. It's kind of crazy the extra damage you get on it for no thought. Getting a little bit of a, you know, debuffed F or a Q compared to the other option, but I feel like that's worth it a lot of the time. I'm going to go filter here and just tap the Sky. Yeah, sure. Kind of a panic play, but it worked. The damage was on like nothing. Actually managed to thread the shot through. Ash ultimate. I'm in a really bad spot, but I went for it. That might be enough. This is a bit of a stomp game, not because they're playing badly or because we're playing crazy well. It's mainly just teamwork. I think as a team, for some reason, they're not really finishing us off, and we're able to kind of clear them, and they're playing a little bit more separate. Don't really know how to explain it, but hopefully the gameplay will sort of speak for itself in this one, because it's a little bit more gameplay focused, I think, than normal. Tried to finish off the Ash there. That was a bad play. I do have the ultimate. Do I go for it? I'm just dead. Again, we're still going to make an effort here. I've died like 2 times. The team is all still up. Ceres is finally out. She's been doing a good job here with Forsake, even though I kind of would have preferred her not to go for it. It's worked anyway. Don't know what Koa's doing. He seems to just stand still a lot of the time. Lian there putting in some damage, but there we go. That is going to be the 4-0 victory. Sky through the ultimate, but no time. I had my ult saved and even pop it there at the end, but just a very sort of a normal Lian game is what I would describe that as. The team work was kind of crazy. I felt kind of awkward on her, but the damage I think should be fine. I could have done better for sure, but 4-2, 48k. I think I did fine there with the space I had. Massive props to the team. Of course, I did really, really well, but the team fights were very, very sort of, you know, sectioned, and it's Frogal, so it always is going to sway really, really hard in one direction or the other, and it went in our favor like nearly the entire time. I think we lost 1 or 2 team fights and maybe, but yeah, Frogal, a map that is definitely level hate depending on the character for me. But I think the Lian does work really, really well, and Precision was putting in work there for sure. We'll jump into a game 2 and keep it going. I can totally see why you would grab this if you want consistent, standard sort of Lian. I just prefer the sort of less consistent but more fun for casual stuff, Eminence and Alacrity. But if you're going to try hard, Precision is going to be the play most of the time, unless you're just crazy with landing Eminence, or you want to play it super safe with Alacrity. I think Alacrity is a hard side I talked about in the other video compared to these two, but Eminence, if you're really good, I think can be better than Precision, but it does depend. I do kind of wish the build would play into the talent more, because it does play into Eminence, you know, quite a bit with the reset focus, but feels very separate from Precision. For game 2 here though, Payload, Greenwood, we've got a Koga, Ceres, Talos, and Ram versus another Koga who I feel like I've seen a ton recently, Drogo's Rivian Ying, who is still super popular, and Ruckus. Gonna go Kronos, armor plating 1, Nimble 2, Earthspit Ram with Rejuvenate still, even though it's obviously different. Blood Reaper, Inner Strength, Forsake, which I again am seeing on the Ceres surprising amount. Life Exchange, Flux Generator, Adrenaline Junkie, the standard Drogos with the right click, and suspect everybody. There goes the Lian. The F side across, finish off the Koga. No, Drogos is already gone. Team just melting them. The longer the team fight and the more you're like focusing on somebody, hitting for 540 on your basic with Lian is kind of ridiculous. Like I said, I do kind of prefer the burst because that's sort of the reason I pick up Lian is burst or auto aim, but Voice just kind of gave up on me there. It's super scuffed, but to finish what I was trying to say, Koga's here somewhere. Okay, I think this is the standard for Lian for sure is what I was trying to sort of say there before my voice kind of gave up on me, just because this is the way I think most people want to play her. Not having to think about the super hard punish if you miss the Q and being able to hit, like, deal with tanks a little bit better because you are damage. Overall, yeah, I see why this is the new standard for an Eminence and Alacrity, a little bit, you know, left or right, depending on what direction you want to lean in with her. If that makes sense. Free kill on the Koga. It's a Drogo's ultimate. There's a no shot I happened to like try and hide in the spot that he was like just in range for. There we go, 100%, pretty much free round. We pushed out in like 2 minutes or something. The defense should be free. We've got Kronos, arm plating Nimble 2 again for the same start. Lian with Precision definitely feels stronger than I remember. I think in my head it's still catalogued as like the old version of it before they buffed it and stuff. The 7% for 5 stacks up to, you know, 5 seconds on it is kind of ridiculous when you actually think about it. It's a hell of a lot of extra damage if you're just doing normal Lian stuff. Definitely isn't particularly far behind Eminence or Alacrity, to be honest, in like actual fun playing it, because Lian is still Lian. Their Koga isn't here, by the way. My accuracy is horrendous because the bot movement kind of threw me off. Little tap or two over there on the Vivian. What happened to my camera there? I don't know. Drogo's with the blast. Sure, Ram just up front. I kind of missed the extra damage on the Q. It's really anything I could point out, but I think the damage you get on the other stuff kind of makes up for it quite easily. Drogo's is just consistently going to do that spam. I'm tanking it for no reason. That is going to be the win though, because they can't physically push it in that much time. The damage on that is just ridiculous when you're full stacks hitting into a tank. I feel like it's the most anti-tank version of Lian, even though Eminence is obviously easy to hit on the tanks. This feels like it counters them way more. Just, you know, specifically what I think it's trying to do. Alacrity's maybe a little bit better versus the flankers, and yeah, they all kind of work. Lian's got a pretty damn decent talent set at the moment. All of Lian's talents kind of feel like they've got a spot at the moment and play into sort of different strengths, aside from Precision, which is kind of its own thing because Lian doesn't usually have like stackable damage, and Eminence is just more burst. Alacrity is just wider hits on your F because you're going to hit everybody. Precision definitely deserves its spot though as sort of the main setup I see for Lian, because it is really strong. It's wasted the alternate games over here anyway, as if it freaking matters. Yeah, there is the victory. Pretty damn good showcase. A pretty standard video for Lian, which works really well with the fact that I'm trying to show you Precision. Really happy to have this compared to some other ones recently that have been really scuffed. 16-1, 64k, and yeah, that is where I'm going to cut it. A very standard Paladins video, but that is kind of the entire point. I wish I had a little bit more build diversity to play into it, and that's really the only negative thing I could say about it. It deserves its spot. Can 100% recommend it if you like that way of sort of playing the game, which is a little bit more normal. Again, like I said, thank you so much for watching though. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you want to see me do next, your thoughts on Precision specifically. I'll see you guys all very soon, and as always, stay frosty.